The assassins! They stalk the southern passages. We must hurry. There may be another way past this door, deeper in the complex. Traps. They stopped some of the assassins, but not all of them. We must be wary. Those words. This must be where the Dragon Guard once trained. The Dragon Guard. They sound like the adepts of the Desert Wind. Peace. Do they speak of peace with dragons or something else?
I'm not afraid of you.
The assassins.
That's the last of them.
How true. A dragon's voice does more harm than its claws or teeth.
That's got it!
Speak in alabaster, you Roxian dolt!
That was the Dragon Guard. We're running out of time. Soul and mind falter. Is that what happened to their order?
They made their choices. So be it.
The Dragon Guard. Honor the dragons. Curious. Another maze. We must find a way to the other side. Fear as an advantage. This one never thought to exploit the dragon's fearlessness. They do not trust anyone. To fight a dragon face to face, the Dragon Guard knew that was folly. Fight without honor. Zamorak thought Dragon Guard were great warriors.
Once I select a target, it always dies.
I trained to fight dragons. This isn't going to end the way you expect.
No remorse!
Is this a lesson? If so, Zamorak is not sure what he learned.
Now, Dragon Guard, you and your order die! Oh, good! More blood to spill.
Come, this one can mend your wound.
I refuse to die.
Underestimating you was their last mistake.
Assassin.
Maybe now the royal family can rest in peace. These words. Zamorak Thank you, Zamorak. There was a heaviness on Zamorak's soul. Now it disperses like sand in the wind. Still, this one yes. But Zamorak believed his previous life of violence caused those deaths. His studies and meditations told him this was so. Now, with Saulinia's death, Zamorak feels lighter. It feels good, but it also feels like a betrayal of the desert wind. You are right, Five Claw. Violence ended the life Zamorak knew, and violence has given Zamorak a new life to lead.
Damn assassin. She knew her stuff. I saw her fall, though. Thanks for that. After all these years, why do I suddenly have so much company? I know about the dragons. I sent word to the other sanctuaries. The last, I didn't think so, but no one else has responded. Maybe. No. I know at least one other is still out there. He'll come. He has to. Take my ring. It will open the sanctuary. Find the dragon horn. You have to. Have to.
May Kenarthi guide you to the sands behind the stars. Below. That looks like Prefect Kalo. What is he doing here?
Ah, there you are. We came as soon as we could. Were you able to stop Captain Solinia and her assassins? Both dead? Solinia deserved it. Shame about the Dragon Guard, though. And yes, it took some convincing and Tharn's most diplomatic negotiation tactics, but Queen Chimera has accepted our help. Provisionally. The Cygnus Irregulars are on probation. For now. Once Queen Chimera sees us in action, I'm sure she'll come around. Until then, I wanted to make sure you are all right. Beating Selenia is no small feat. I'm sorry we lost the Dragon Guard, though. A dragon horn? Like the one at Star Haven Auditorium? Huh. Well, if you think this old relic could help, lead the way.
The barrier has fallen. See what waits within.
Are these the remains of the Dragon Guard? Books and scrolls. I knew it. Knowledge is power, my friend. You'll see.
Such a small thing when compared to the dragons. Still, we should take it to Rimmon, yes?
I want to take another look at these books. We'll meet you back in Rimmon.
Zamorak will linger as well, to make sure the Imperials find their way back.
do you think you'll make with that? Taste our steel!
The sun shines down on me. The darkness years ago takes me. And after the flames devoured their breath, I stood around mourning all that day. What then became of me, I cannot say. As the moon shone down on me, I chose to follow an ill-made path, staring from a starlit sky. Moon's dark radiance witnessed them die. What then became of me, I dare not say. We must survive despite the ravages of life. Oh, life. With its suffering and injustice, as death surrounds us. But can we thrive when all hope has fled before us? All that's left is grief and shallow graves. The much of darkness goes on.
That should come in handy.
We'll just survive.
The job is done. Now, we go our separate ways. Take Taznazi's advice. Leave the stitches before it falls. This one regrets getting you caught up in her affairs, but she is glad to have crossed your path. Things would have gone very differently had you not come back for her. Taznazi wants to put this place far behind her. Maybe she will head south. Try Corinth. A fresh start, a new life. Taznazi is not sure she even knows what that is, but perhaps. Taznazi cannot say. The job is done. We have no obligations to one another any longer. She wishes them well, but she has her own way to walk. Taznazi said she wants to leave this all behind. She wants to forget. She doesn't need any more reminders of the life she lost. Taznazi wants to put this place far behind her. Maybe she will head south. Try Corinth. A fresh start, a new life. Taznazi is not sure she even knows what that...
Sure as bones. Rigert knew he should have brought more mead.
It's happening again. I see a dragon.
Cadwell? Cadwell? What was that about a dragon? Ah, there you are. See to Cadwell, if you would. Then join us in the throne room for the War Council.
Hello? Is someone there? I appear to be back in my head. Well, my other head. The other head. This is so confusing. Wait. Things are becoming clearer now. Yes, well, there you are. Oh, so good to see you again, my friend. I saw that nasty orc necromancer, Zumog Foom. He really is a despicable fellow. And there was a dragon, a huge, powerful, eyes as big as a house dragon. They called it Carl Grunteed, means champion of the bound time. How do I know these things? Well, yes, I did. Seems the ears are as connected as the eyes. They talked about the moons, something about an eclipse and the perfect time to use the gate. I remember something about that from when I was the betrayer, but the details are hazy. My memory returns in dribs and drabs, but I'm not sure that's a good thing. If I remember anything helpful, though, I'll let you know. Where are my manners? They're waiting for you. Queen Chimera has called another war council in the throne room. Not a clue, but I know one way to find out. Head inside and see what the Cat Queen has to say.
The archives were extremely helpful once I found the appropriate documents.
Our moon singers and moon priests have always paid particular attention to detail. What did you learn?
Tharn found documents regarding an ancient agreement with the Dragon Guard. They apparently provided a weapon to use against the dragons.
This relates to the legends of Kunzari and Queen Anequina, yes?
Pardon the interruption, Queen Chimera, but that sounds like the dragon horn we found. That Dragon Guard didn't survive, but he gave us the Anequina dragon horn.
So this alliance I reluctantly agreed to has borne fruit.
The Cygnus Irregulars assisted, but your agent did the important work.
A weapon from the Dragon Guard. Interesting. Come, Five Claw. I want to hear your report. Agreeing to an alliance with Imperials. At least it appears this Prefect Kalo assisted you. Tell me what happened out there, Five Claw. I want to hear it from you. So that is the dragon horn. It is much smaller than I thought it would be, and it looks fragile. Sound it once and it will probably crumble to dust. What are we supposed to do with such a thing? As always, you have my thanks, Five Claw. Euraxia hoped to appease the dragons by assassinating the last Dragon Guard of Elsewhere. He died, but at least you acquired the Anequina Dragonhorn and avenged his death. Now if we only knew what to do with the damn thing. I know how a horn works, Five Claw, but this is a relic of ancient magic. I do not want to damage it before we learn the true significance of its power. I will have Tarn do more research. In the meantime, we have another matter to deal with. Cadwell's visions strike more frequently now, with more urgency. Tarn believes Zumog Foom is close to reassembling Cadwell's dismembered body. I want you to stop him. The betrayer of legend must not be reborn. Abner Tarn checks on Cadwell regularly. Find them and see if they can tell you where Zumog Foom hides. Meanwhile, I will consult with Gareshri. Review the Kunzari stories before we task Tarn with learning more about the Dragonhorn. A little. There was a similar relic at Starhaven Adeptorium, but I never gave it much thought. It was just there, another memento of a mostly forgotten past. The one you brought us, it bears the name of Anequina. Anequina is the name of our kingdom, the northern half of Elsewhere. It grew out of one of the 16 original prides and was named after my ancestor, Anequina Sharptongue. She was one of the ancient heroes, a member of Kunzari's Krajan. Legends and myths make up a great part of who we are, Five Claw. For the Khajiit, the truth of our stories is the truth, pure and simple. The return of the dragons began with the tales of Kunzari, and I expect it to end there as well. No. Kunzari and his company of heroes predate the arrival of the Akaviri and Tamriel. It was the Akaviri who gave rise to the Dragon Guard and revealed the secrets of the Dragonhorn. As I understand it, the Starhaven Dragonhorn was a gift. From the ancient order of the Dragon Guard, if I remember what the adept at Starhaven once told me, I assume the same is true of the Anequina Dragonhorn. It's too bad that Dragon Guard you met did not live long enough to tell you more. Legends and myths make up a great part of who we are, Five Claw. For the Khajiit, the truth of our stories is the truth, pure and simple. The return of the dragons began with the tales of Kunzari, and I expect it to end there as well. No. Kunzari and his company of heroes predate the arrival of the Akaviri and Tamriel. It was the Akaviri who gave rise to the Dragon Guard and revealed the secrets of the Dragonhorn. As I understand it, the Starhaven Dragonhorn was a gift. From the ancient order of the Dragon Guard, if I remember what the adept at Starhaven once told me, I assume the same is true of the Anequina Dragonhorn. It's too bad that Dragon Guard you met did not live long enough to tell you more. Legends and myths make up a great...
Hold, varlet! Don't you dare attach that foot to my ankle.
This is Cadwell's longest episode yet. Perhaps I can...
That's it! Time to give you knaves what for.
These are visions. Dismembered bodies. I hate necromancy. Cadwell trusts you, Five Claw.
Who's there? Speak up! I'm about to teach these rapscallions a valuable lesson. Ah, jolly good. I could use a noble squire for the battle ahead. To battle him. Anyway, Zumok Foom has gathered the dismembered parts of the betrayer's body. I can't allow the necromancer to put me, back together. I'm not entirely certain. It's definitely a dark, menacing cavern. Just the sort of place necromancers enjoy hanging. I'm off to put a stop to these dastardly villains.
Tarn, can you determine where Cadwell disappeared to?
Of all the foolish, idiotic, misguided things that Cadwell has ever done, this may be the worst of them all. He fancies himself a hero, but he's given Zumog Foom exactly what he needed. I'm no expert on necromancy, but it's obvious that our Cadwell is the last piece Zumog Foom needs to restore the betrayer. He has all the parts of Cadwell's dismembered body, and now Cadwell has handed him the final component, his very essence. Does a soul shriven have a soul? I have no idea how the philosophy of oblivion accounts for such things, but there must be some kernel of the original Cadwell inside the one we know. It stands to reason. The necromancer would need that as well. I managed to scry Cadwell's portal before it winked out. It connected to an ancient crypt in the scar, not far from the Stitches. Head there immediately. The rest of us will make preparations and join you as soon as we can.
Oh, my fur ripples in happiness. Euraxia, the horrid usurper, is deposed. There might not be enough moon sugar and Tamriel to celebrate that.
Indeed. And an outsider stepped in to assist in that, which is a marvel. This one wishes all those involved in this change of circumstance well.
With our new queen, I hope to see great things. Though, of course, it can't happen overnight. I must remember my patience.
Patience does not agree with you on most days, but it is well to see you continue your practice. As for elsewhere, yes, much work remains, including these dragons. This one does not envy our new queen.
Jora Mako Ta.
meadow, down to the growing fields. And now we have moon sugar and all the goody deeds. Who is he? Kunzari, Kunzari. Sing it loud, sing it clear. Fighter, lover, poet, thief. He's one Khajiit to cheer. Who is he? Kunzari, Kunzari. Sing it proud, sing it strong. Brave and sly, really shy. He never steers you wrong.
So, I recently traveled past Two Moon's temple. I hate to say it, but I think the monks there have gone mad.
What makes you say that?
They said they were chasing butterflies, but I couldn't see any. They were chasing nothing. It's bizarre and, well, unsettling to see them behave so.
You saw nothing?
Concerned about...
You mentioned butterflies. This one has a bad feeling about that. A memory teases and is gone.
I do not talk. Riverhold is
This is a great area for harvesting.
Sorrow is the stitches are free of dust. This one is.
Start your pilgrim. If you have not heard of Rajin, Rajin is swift, sleek. Rajin was once a Khajiit like this one, though much larger and worthy of note. But so skilled a thief was he, that not even are idols and vestments not fitting Rajin's sleek shadow. You steal away moments of my... If you have not heard of Rajin, it is because he has stolen his name from your ears. Listen then. Rajin is swift, sleek, and silver-tongued. What is there not to admire? But this one will lend you a secret. Rajin is the most beloved of gods because he was not always so blessed. Rajin was once a Khajiit like this one, though much larger. Do you think you are above such? If it were permitted, it would. If you have not heard of Rajin,
What do you think you'll make with that?
You took your time. Let's talk. Travel never used to take this much out of me. The adept and the prefect volunteered to scout ahead. They haven't returned. That means it's up to us. We must stop Zumog Foom from reanimating Cadwell the Betrayer. Something has prevented them from returning. I can only assume the necromancers or their undead have done them in. Where they were forestalled, we must prevail. Otherwise, Zumog Foom and the dragons get one step closer to fulfilling their plans. Cadwell, what happened to you?
Thorn, old sport. They ripped it out of me. I'm afraid I bungled this one royally, old friend. I opened a portal, meant to put the villainous Zumog Foom to the sword. He got the better of me. The necromancer stole my essence, flung it to assorted ritual sites throughout the lair. Now I'm weak and my old body is being restored. The big cat and the Imperial. They arrived shortly after I did, but they didn't fare much better. I'm not sure what Zumog Foom did with them. I've just been standing here trying to recover enough strength to give it another go. Charge me up again? Capital idea, and I agree. We can't let the betrayer join the dragons. That reminds me of a time. No. Can't think.
I'll delay Zumog Foom's ritual as long as I can. You take Cadwell and see if you can recover his stolen energy.
Ah, good old Abner. The nastier he treats you, the more you know he loves you.
You left us to die, Kalo.
Our blood is on your hands.
No! You won't allow me to interfere with the ritual! Flesh from your bones!
That glowing cloud. It's holding this ritual together.
Refreshing. Let's find the rest of me and put it back where it belongs.
You were never strong enough, Zamorak. I died because you were weak.
Praying to the moons won't save you, cat.
Just more fuel.
Zamorak failed. Again.
Ah, welcome back, little energy. I missed you so.
Zamorak always fails the ones who count on him the most. Careful, Walker. You do not know the burden that Zamorak carries. The guilt Zamorak feels whenever he remembers those he failed. How dare you say... No. No, you are right to chide Zamorak. This one let the necromancers wield his guilt against him. Never again. The scent of death and decay is stronger through that door. Go. Stop Zumog Fum. Zamorak will catch up.
You never know what you're...
You're a senile old fool, half-brother. How could you be so reckless? The dragons are your fault!
Oblivion, take you!
Their past will destroy you as thoughts.
Come on, get out of there! Of that damn cloud!
Oh, it's a spot. Did you know I used to be a High Chancellor? No, wait. No, that bit belongs to Abner.
Zumog Fum is stronger than I anticipated. Or perhaps my powers have degraded more than I realized. Either way, you arrived just in time. If I had to listen to my half-sister prattle on for an instant longer, I would have chewed my own arm off. Believe me, it wasn't my intent when I opened the portal. Fum used a siphoning ward of some sort. It redirected my spell and trapped me in that cloud of energy. They're using Cadwell's essence to power their ritual. It's rather ingenious, actually. I really have no idea. Perhaps it was an echo pulled from my deepest, most morose memories. Perhaps not. While I recover my strength, head through the southern door, I sense a culmination of magic. Zumog Fum.
Five Claw. This one doesn't have much time. Nalado should not be here. This one should be prowling the sand behind the stars and preparing for the next pounce, not lingering in this fetid tomb. Zumog Fum called Nalado back. He planned to use her in a foul ritual, but dead or no, Naladol is still a soldier. His follower never stood a chance. This one sensed something. Decided to wait here a little longer. Naladol thought the cloud of energy reminded her of the strange knight adorned in cookware. This one thinks she absorbed the energy when she killed the necromancer and disrupted this part of the ritual. Return it, perhaps, though that will certainly shred this spirit form. No matter, Naladol no longer belongs in this realm. Tell Queen Carmira and Garashri that Naladol says farewell. Now, prepare yourself, strange knight. This belongs to you.
The cat captain, she sacrificed herself. For me. I don't know what to say. We need to hurry, my friend. Zumog Foom is almost finished, and I'm starting...
Stop me. Neither you nor that bumbling corpse stand a chance.
Corpse? I never. I'll have you know, I'm barely 1/4 cadaver on my mother's side. What's...
Two of you can't exist in the same reality, soul shriven. The stronger the betrayer becomes, the weaker you will grow. Your life is mine, outsider! Let the essence of death flow free!
I'm fading away.
Oh, jolly good sir. Of course I planned to deal with the orc myself once my reanimation was complete. Now that I'm whole, I have a destiny to fulfill. So, cheerio. I always heard that introspection could be difficult. Meeting yourself. No one likes to discover that they were a tallow catch. Try not to. I don't think the world can handle more than one Cadwell at a time. My essence, I feel it draining away. Strange as the end approaches, so does clarity. You will try to stop him for me, won't you? Finish what I started a long, long time ago. I remember how we stopped the dragons. Kunzari and we tricked Count Gronti, used his own ambition against him, convinced him to place a portion of his power in Jode's core. Count Gronti ordered his brothers to follow suit. Once weakened, we were able to trap them in the halls of Colossus. Then the betrayer, then I killed Kunzari. I earned that name. I planned to steal the power, but Anequina's adepts... I'm still here. Chimera. She looks like Anequina. So pretty. Anequina possessed a key to a special place. That's where I learned to use portals. Luckily, they cut off my head and dismembered me before I could reach Jode's core. I guess you have to chop him up again. Tell Chimera she has the key, and look after the honor of the priest.
Cities are as alive, fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good, some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind.
Anequina was a moon priest. Could that be the key to using the dragon horn?
The same notion occurred to me, Queen Chimera.
Wait, here come... I am happy to see you and the others, Five Claw, and I'm eager to hear what happened. Wait. That does not bode well. The betrayer of Kunzari was a great hero who became a terrible villain. It took all the remaining champions and the moon priests of Anequina to stop him. But how does the betrayer's return help the dragons? A special place? That does not give us a lot of information to go on, Five Claw. Did Cadwell tell you anything else before he disappeared? The ancient legends. I have been studying them. They mention Jode's core, a vault of some kind. Kunzari tricked the demons into storing their power there, though now we know that the demons were dragons. A metaphor, yes? As for a key... Everyone, meet in the royal study. I have something to show you. Cadwell spoke of Anequina, one of Kunzari's champions. He mentioned a key. I think he meant my pendant.
Zamorak remembers. Your mother wore it before you. Does it have more than sentimental significance?
It hides me from magical detection. Mother would take my pendant in her hand and whisper, "When Kunzari smiled, Anequina asked the moons to move for him."
The Shadow Dance Temple ruins? Is that where the betrayer has gone?
I discovered as a young girl that the pendant and this ancient map interact in interesting ways. I learned the stories of Kunzari from my mother. Did I tell you she was a moon singer before she married my father? She said the pendant once belonged to Anequina. I am related to Anequina. Direct descendant, according to the Moon Priests. An ancient ruin. The place was once the Shadow Dance Temple, but now it is nothing but tumbled stones. Still, Cadwell indicated the pendant was the key to finding the betrayer. What else do we have to go on? Yes, from Kunzari's story. He tricked the demons into giving him their power. Then Anequina moved the moon so he could store the power in Jode's core for safekeeping. Of course, now we know the demons of the story were actually the dragons. In their weakened state, Kunzari was able to trick the dragons and trap them in the halls of Colossus. But one of his companions betrayed him, stabbed him in the back, and went to the place of the Dark Dance to steal the demon power. I think you are right, Five Claw. The betrayer must want to finish what he started in the ancient time. But the dragons also want that power. Are they working together? Either way, we need to get to the temple ruins. As we saw on the map, the ruins lie in the foothills east of the Scar, between Orcrest and the town of Hakoshe. We will meet you there.
We need to send your Cygnus Irregulars to the Moongate, Prefect Kalo.
Agreed. We've been practicing in anticipation of joining forces for more than a year.
A year? But a year ago we were still enemies.
Perhaps. But I always knew we'd wind up fighting the Iraxians side by side someday.
This one weaves a song, he'll sing to you all day long. Will you love him? Will you love him?
Hey there, good look. Job's simple. You talk to her. Nothing so romantic. I jumped. Right. I tried. He went berserk. Little rascal started climbing the walls. And I mean literally climbing, like a cat up a tree. While Akon was busy prying Eljan off the ceiling, I slipped my buns and went out the window. Easy as sneaking past a moth priest. And in a sewer, no less, right? Fair question. I know a Khajiit, Naruz. We spent some time together. Very brief, but very intense. Anyway, he works for Tuheba, so he's in the know. I called in a favor, and this is the result. Naruz is a little anxious. Always thinks someone's watching him, you know? Honestly, I can't explain it. Even when we were together, he'd insist we meet up in old abandoned barns and musty basements. Exciting at first, but it got old quick.
He'll steal 1,000 jewels.
I'm hearing troubling rumors about Ashen Scar. Undead, mainly. I guess I can mark visiting there off my list.
Ah, yes. The stories of an undead plague there makes this one's fur stand on end. Will we be seeing throngs of undead marching out of there next? This!
You haven't heard that a necromancer is trying to stop the undead. I would not be surprised if you haven't. Because would a necromancer try to stop undead?
More likely a necromancer seeks to control the undead, yes, not stop them. This one sees where your doubts spring from, most assuredly. I share them.
That should come in handy.
Chimera's waiting for you inside. If the dragon circling overhead spots us, I'll try to drive it off.
Zamorak will assist.
Yes, I'm sure your fists will make all the difference.
If there is more to this ancient temple, I do not see... This is the right place. I can sense it. But nothing in this chamber looks like it can make the moons move, or open a path to Joan or Jode. What are we missing, Fiveclaw? And Riddlethar knows I have tried everything I can think of. I held it out, I presented it forcefully, I even shook it vigorously, but nothing happened. My memories and the Kunzari stories, everything jumbled together. Too much research has crowded my mind. Wait, maybe... When a Nequina's blood calls, the shadow dance begins.
By the moons, you opened the path.
You go ahead. Zamorak and I will...
Beautiful. Why was this hidden for so long? This place has guardians, it seems, but they could not stop the betrayer. The betrayer sent. He came this way. That relic. See what you can make of it, Fiveclaw. The spirits awaited. The temple recognized me. I am becoming attuned.
Why are you doing this?
I want what Kunzari hid away, and I need to move the moons to reach it. You cats must die along the way. What of it?
You're insane!
You talk to your new god like that? Manners!
Another temple relic. Activated for the temple relic, Fiveclaw. Activated so the process of attunement can continue. The temple showed us the ancient past. After the betrayer killed Kudzari and came to this holy place, he killed the moon priest to force his... I need to do this properly. When somewhere ahead of... I understand. Moving the moons causes an eclipse. That opens the way to Jode's core.
It's almost a shame how Inequida's faithful keep throwing themselves at my blade. Almost.
Temple relic. There it is. Activate it, please. Now, 5 more. We need to reach the temple sanctuary. Wait, my friend. Let us talk before we confront the betrayer. The ancient memories become clearer in my mind with every passing moment. We follow the same path as the heroes of legend. Kunzari, Anequina, the betrayer, they all walked these steps to reach Jode's core. I see the truth of the myths and legends. Yes, he murdered Kunzari and then came to this temple to gain the power to move the moons and open the way to Jode's core. You see, the path only appeared true, but many died before they lopped off his head. We are about to enter the place where the betrayer faced the shade of Anequina.
Too late, fools! The eclipse has started!
I'm going to share the power with the dragon. Magnanimous. Yeah, let's be open wide.
Steady there. Deep breaths.
My portals continue. Good. Yeah, let's be open wide.
Something is wrong. I
The
cannot
day is
stop the
ours.
eclipse. The betrayer did something to the apparatus. The moons cannot hear me. No. The betrayer has set the moons in motion, and they will not answer to my song. There is nothing to stop the Not yet. This apparatus moves the moons, but the moon gate of Anequina's memories show me how she once used the dragon horn. The combat dragon horn. Anequina, Cadwell, John, and Jones. All of it into the dragon horn.
A dip in cold water is refreshing, pleasant, and I'm fit as a fig tree. Now, where's the evil me? Where is the fiend? Let me at him. I returned as soon as I could to help you give the betrayer a good thrashing. I feel tip-top, I must say. I thought it was the cozy confines of my beloved Cold Harbor, but I suppose it has more to do with the destruction of my other half. Well, good show. The world is saved. That doesn't sound good. Let me think. If I concentrate, I can recall. I'm afraid not, at least not from here. He did something to the apparatus. It can't be used again. Chimera might be able to separate the moons, but she'd need to do it at the moon gate. She looks a little peaked, though, doesn't she?
I am all right. Cadwell, can we use your portal to return to Riemann?
Of course, Chimera. It's ready.
The eclipse approaches, and with it the opening of the moon gate of Anequina. We have a short amount of time before the way to Jode's core appears. At least I am attuned, and I was able to charge the Dragonhorn. Gareshri has already gone to the moon gate of Anequina to take charge of the forces there. We will join him shortly. We stopped the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion. Soon they will align. When the eclipse occurs, the moon gate of Anequina will open and grant access to Jode's core, which is exactly what the dragons desire. Some, but not a lot. Luckily, we anticipated the connection to the moon gate and sent Gareshri ahead with whatever forces we could spare, which was not as much as I would like. I just wish we had something else to fall back on. The combat Dragonhorn is charged, but we still do not know its full capabilities. We must not waste its energy, so we will save it until absolutely necessary. We should make our way to the moon gate now. Tell our companions, it is time. Our companions left the palace to wander Rimmon and consider what is to come. Find Abner Tarn, Zamorak, and Prefect. The ancient structure rises out of the moon gates are among the oldest ruins in Elsewhere. Of the few sites we know of, the Anequina ruin is the most well-preserved. Moon priests consider it sacred. The Riddlethar ties it to the lattice. The rest of us, we see a pile of old rocks. I can only tell you what I experienced. I became one with the temple, with all its memories and past experiences. I connected with my bloodline, with the first Anequina herself. I was attuned. I underwent the process of attunement, the same as Anequina and the moon priests of the temple, the same as Cadwell. I know how to make the moons move, provided we find a working loom. Some of the stories about Anequina speak of her teleporting from place to place. I see something about portals, but the ancient structure rises out of the jungle.
quiet moments to meditate have been. Zamorak suspected that would be our next day. Then we still have a chance. Queen Camille, about what you would do.
The quiet moments between... I've been waiting for the order to move. Understood. Queen Euryxia.
Hello! Come to partake in the Moongate. But before... Yes, of course. As nice as... And your point...
Wine used to rejuvenate me after periods. The Moongate? A noble but futile proposition, I fear. The Khajiit should pack up and flee while they still can. Let the Alliance armies deal with this. Show them. No. Just pondering other options. Too much of what we're facing was the inadvertent result. Would you stand a chance otherwise? By the way, theoretical. Oh yes. We have neither the time. One problem solved.
Rats in the seal, just as the Queen anticipated.
Come and take us!
There's something wonderful about wandering a city's streets with no destination.
The Rimmen... Welcome to the...
I do not talk.
Guards! Don't let the criminal escape!
Are you newly arrived? I may have some wares.
By order of the law, pay your bounty. You are right with the law once more.
The Rimmen Bank